Hello everyone, I'm Hugo Weaving and you're watching the next instalment of Sydney Theatre Company Virtual. And I'm going to, well, you'll have to forgive me actually for choosing to perform the most overperformed piece of text ever written for the stage. But like Tim Minchin, I rather like this writer. And I was also, like many of you, I'm sure, transported by Tim's "Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I" soliloquy, which I thought was wonderful. And it is true that I've many times thought, I shall never play the Dane, and indeed I won't. But once upon a time I did mention to Kip that I thought there should be a production of this play with all actors over 60 years of age. And as I am now 60, perhaps I might be included somewhere in that production if it ever happens. Anyway, without much ado, here is a little soliloquy from Hamlet by William Shakespeare. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, to sleep. Perchance to dream, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of disprized love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, the spurns the patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Well, there you go, William Shakespeare. Now, if any of you have been inspired into action by that, the Sydney Theatre Company and all arts organisations would be hugely grateful to you if you have either the ability to perhaps persuade 1 or 2 or 10 politicians of the importance of theatre, of arts in general, particularly during this time, or if any of you have the financial wherewithal to support arts organisations, theatre companies like the Sydney Theatre Company or any theatre company of your choosing, or an organisation like the Actors Benevolent Fund, then we would be hugely grateful. There are links below, and in the meantime, please stay safe, stay creative, and much love, and thanks for watching. Bye.